All right, guys, I'm going to talk about one of the best investing stocks that you could literally hold for 5+ years, and you'll probably be a millionaire if you have this kind of discipline and patience. Now, let me show you guys what I'm going to look to do. The stock I'm going to talk about is Webull, ticker BULL. You can see right here on the top. I use Webull actually for charting. I love this company, so it makes sense for me to talk about it. And if you look at their user base. I mean, they have so much going for them. Every company that recently IPOs, like Webull did back here in April, they all have these. Usually, they have these big moves, and then they come straight back down to reality, and they usually consolidate for quite some time. Webull has literally have not been doing much. We went from a low of 10, we went back up to 18, we went back down. It just really hasn't been doing much. But here's the thing on Webull. Look at the longer term outlook. We're on the weekly EMA 200. Prices went down a little bit, went back up. Prices going down a little bit, will go back up. Right now, you're also seeing a higher low or higher low type of pattern. This could easily, switch up to the uptrend. As long as we don't break this 10 floor and make a lower low, we should be fine. But here's my thing, guys. If you guys ever heard of cash secured puts or selling puts, that is exactly what I'm doing, and I've been telling my Discord, members what I'm doing. If you're not part of the Discord, if you are, awesome, because you know what I'm doing. If you're not, this is what I'm doing. I'm going to the option chain, and I'm literally going 30 days out, and I'm going all the way to the $10 strike. So if you go into puts here, if you don't know what a cash secured put is, I have made plenty of videos in my Discord here. Go to Swing Trading Education and watch the wheel. But basically what I'm saying is, if there is a company you like, that is when you want to do the wheel strategy. A wheel strategy is when you sell puts at a deep discount, and then if you do happen to get a sign, you do cover calls. Let me explain what I'm doing right now. So I'm in an option strategy, 34 days out, and I sold for the $10 strike. Basically, it's literally almost free money. Everyone else is buying the $12 range, the $11 range. I'm literally getting the biggest, deepest discount, and basically that means is if Webull does not get below $10, I collect all the premium I say. So I have about a 60,000 in this. So you could put I have about 60 contracts, and I'm collecting roughly $3,800 a month if you do 60 contracts. Isn't that insane, right? So that premium right here at the bid, if you got in right here and you sold 60 contracts, basically what you're doing is you're putting money aside to buy Webull if it goes to $10. Why wouldn't you buy Webull at $10? You're getting a massive discount. Everyone else is panicking because Webull's going down. They're like, why isn't this thing ever going up? And you're just chilling because you know that you're getting a massive discount and you're only buying Webull at 10. You're literally going on Facebook Marketplace and someone lists an item for $30 and you'll say, can you do 20? If they, and will you do 20? I'm only buying it at 20. And that's exactly what you're doing with the market. That is the power of selling puts. Awesome strategy. And then guess what happens? You get a sign for, let's say it goes to like $9.50. By that expiration, well, you get a sign. You have to buy 60 contracts or whatever you do. 60 times 100. Every contract is 100 shares. So you have to buy that amount of shares. Well, then guess what? You go to the option chain, switch to calls, and guess what? I'm going to sell cover calls. If I have it at a $10 strike, obviously the premium is going to be different. If you have a $10 average, then there's not going to be as much premium for the 12. But you see what I'm saying? You could sell, $11, $12, and just keep lowering your average. Okay. So that's the power of the wheel. I don't want to get too involved in it. Watch my videos on the wheel. These will go in more length into it. But I wanted to talk about Webull, the best company right now at the monster discount that has not got the attention it deserves. One of the best brokers out there. One of the best, cheapest stocks that has not had a move. And you look at the weekly chart, we are literally at that EMA 200 with a higher low pattern right now. I think at any moment we can make this monster leg up. All right. Just looking at a chart for standard, this is a beautiful consolidation. They all do this. You can look at a lot of the best companies in the world. What do they do when they IPO? They IPO. A lot of them come all the way down, consolidate forever, then come back up. We've seen it happen time and time again. Hood is a perfect example of, they're not going to look exactly the same, but you can see a lot of them IPO and come down. Now, how far can they come down? My guess is as good as yours. Hood went down to $7. All right, that was the lowest it ever went to. Can Webull go even further down? Absolutely. But that's why I'm saying you want to do the wheel strategy. Once you get assigned, you get do cover calls, and you just keep lowering your average to the point where you own Webull for free. All right, that's the goal you want to get in. So then you're like, it doesn't matter. Just think about it like, let's say you're doing a high dividend stock, right? And let's say you're getting like $3 a dividend or two, something those high dividend stocks out there. Well, basically that's the same thing, but this is a less risky asset. I think in time this could go over $30 by next year, if not way higher. Once this gets going, it's going to get going. So it's not, to me, in my opinion, why not hold it for 2, 3, 4, 5 years? Have the patience and be the person sitting at a $10 average. And if this thing goes up to $100, you're going to be a freaking millionaire. All right. So what I'm planning on doing is I'm just investing this every month. I don't care where it's at, but how I'm doing it is I'm selling puts. I'm getting a discount. I'm getting a monster discount. Instead of just randomly buying it, I'm just going to I'm going to just sell puts and be like, okay, a month out, I want to buy Webull at $10. And I just saw this. Well, let's say it goes lower and 7.5 strike shows up. So I'm going to be like, I want to buy Webull at 7.5. So I sell puts there. And basically what you're doing is I'm just collecting money. It's almost like free, like the most easiest and free money you can get in the market, especially on companies like this. They're super oversold, high value companies. Instead of panicking, that's what I'm doing. I don't know. I don't see the panic in it. I could care less if this goes under my average. I'll buy this thing at $10 and I'll sell some more puts down below it and I'll lower my average. And then my $10 average, I'll sell cover calls and reduce it. If I sell a 50-cent premium on calls, well, guess what? My $10 average is now a $9.50 technically because I'm just always collecting premium. You guys got to understand this. I didn't know this way back in the day, so that's why I'm telling you guys. There's so much easier ways to play investments. This is how you want to play investment, the wheel strategy. If you want to hold a company for years upon years, then you don't matter, just sell the puts, guys. Especially on a company like this that's going to be around for years and years. I think we're at the low point. Could it go even lower? We'll see. But I think this might be the higher low type of pattern that we're trying to see, okay? We could easily see something like this where it bounces. As long as we don't break this low of $10, then it will create a higher, it will be a lower low. But even then, I plan to hold this out. So I think it's going to be good. You can read a lot of news. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of fear trying to get people to sell their shares. Every broker does, a lot of news articles will do that. It's like, oh, did you guys know about that? And then they take all your shares and then it just pumps up. I've seen it happen so many times. We've seen that with Hood. We've seen that with all these NVIDIA. Even back in the day, NVIDIA, they're trying to take your shares just for them to rock it up like this. I've seen it time and time again. But guys, number one stock in my radar to invest in long term that I can feel trustworthy in, and it's like, okay, if you want a stock that you want to hold for 5+ years, it's Webull. If you want to know how to play it, you're literally on the freaking biggest discount right now. You're not buying it when it was pumping. You want to buy it in the fear mode, okay? Do not buy it when it's pumping. Learn how to do selling. Learn how to do the wheel strategy. Watch my videos like 5 times each if you want to. If you still don't understand how to do this, I will literally go on a voice call one-on-one with you and literally walk your hand, hold your hand and like press the buttons pretty much for you and like, do this expiration, do this strike. It is very easy to do. I have those videos for you in this day trading education, swing trading education. Definitely join the Discord. Click the link down below in YouTube comments below and in the description. It'll say join the premium Discord for my alerts. It'll take you to this free chat landing page. If you want to become a member, literally it's going to be $12 a month for a lifetime discount. As long as you say subscribe, it'll never go away. Hit how to subscribe and hit day trade alerts. I'm going to show you guys how I day trade every day and make thousands. I'm going to show you guys how to swing trade with my band strategy. What you're looking on my chart, obviously I'm not doing the band strategy in this because it's not going to, probably not going to go there. But I'm just using, this is just one of my investing. I don't really do a lot of investing on stocks. So me making this video and telling you how good this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. You're not going to see this often. It's just one of those things where you just want to buy low and sell high, and that's when you can do it. You don't want to buy Webull when it's all hyped up like this, when it's going up into $80 and it's, and then it just keeps plummeting down, right? That's not when you want it. You want to get into it when nobody else wants it, okay? You want to get into it when it's like when it's scary, right? When you're like, man, it's dropping. Do I really want to buy it? This feels uncomfortable. If it feels uncomfortable, that's a good thing to get in because you have the guts to do it while most people want to see this happen. Oh, yay, we're seeing up, we're up 20% going up. And then it dumps on them. And then they're depressed and then they take a loss. They don't feel hope in the company and it keeps going down and down and down. That's not the area, I'm telling you right now, this is the area to get in. All right, so learn the wheel strategy. That's your homework, guys. If you don't know about it, I'm sure a lot of people do. I like to do it. I'm literally getting a massive discount. Everyone's crying about Webull going down. My literally shares are locked in at $10. I would love to have it. It goes lower. I'll do 7.5 in sell puts, and you get that story. And then I do cover calls. I sell cover calls, lower my average. I can lower my average without putting more money into it. Think about that, guys. You do not have to keep putting money in the market. I could just keep lowering it just by doing cover calls. It's amazing strategy, especially on stocks like this that are designed to probably keep going up in the future, and you don't mind the dips. All right, guys, join the Discord. It's only $12 a month. I'm going to show you guys all my secrets of over a 6-year full-time trader doing these strategies. I go live every day. Use your computer to subscribe. I'm going to give you guys legit advice, transparent, all that. And you can read a lot of the testimonies too. I think you guys are going to love it. Feel free to ask me any questions, though. All right, guys, number one stock out there is Webull. Give me a comment in the YouTube comments below what you think is the best stock to invest in. If you like Webull, let me know why you like Webull. I would love to hear your thoughts. But as far as a technical trader using this broker every day, I think this is going to be one of the best ones. I think this broker is better than literally all the brokers out there. I've tried every broker out there. This one is user friendly. It has all the tools that you need. Everything's free on it. The charting software is clean. There is literally no complaints about this. They got crypto, they got futures. They're ahead of the game too. They got it all out there, But awesome platform. 4 a.m. trading if you like penny stocks, small caps. They're the only platform that has that doing that. All right. There might be like one other, like maybe Moo. But yeah, but this is the real deal, guys. All right, guys, give this video a like, subscribe, comment. I'm going to try to keep it under 15 minutes. Join the Discord if you want to. It's only $12 a month, guys. If you subscribe on your computer, you'll avoid that iOS fee. So try to do that. All right, guys. Peace out and happy trading.